Well, we're in a gap. Nothing, nothing looks obvious, definitely. I mean, if this wins, man, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I mean, oh, where are my order flow gamers at? Holy! Uh, that's probably it, right? Because I don't really know. There's not really another draw. Well, 6 a.m.'s gone, so that's pretty much it. Well, you know what even? What else is up here? Strong high, right before the new week gap. I mean, that's about it, really. Yeah, no trade. There was. I mean, there was like. There was this, but the risk reward was bad, and then with all these inverses, I wanted the 1 minute, and then the risk reward would have been even worse. And you're super BE there, so yeah. Um, this was a 15-minute orb idea, but stops are so big with that kind of thing, so really, really, really light size. But yeah. Um, I mean, to be honest, like the fact that I didn't take anything in here, I mean, I should be thanking myself. I thought there was another trade somewhere over here, but I guess I don't really remember. Yeah, I guess, oh, there was this one. Yeah. This could have been down to like a 15-minute gap. We didn't end up using it, so yeah. Um, I mean, this looks kind of clean, but it closed past 50%. The inverse and continuation pattern looks kind of sick. Actually, it's 2 minute. Let's see. This was 952. Did this already fill the gap at 952? Let me check. Yeah, we had already filled the gap. So really, we were just waiting until 10 a.m. to see if there was a setup, and we didn't actually get anything. We just made a new high instantly. So um Yeah, other than that, I mean, that's kind of it. Uh, this was a crazy move, but nothing in there for us, so check in tomorrow. Should be better. Got PPI, so we'll see what we get. But, I mean, today, avoided this because of bad risk reward, avoided this. I mean, just to cut the draw, so it's kind of not what we really want. Um, yeah. Yeah, the issue is we got like literally zero upside targets. Waiting for ES to take out the pre-market high, maybe? I mean, this was a potential setup right here. We had this gap in the way. We also had this 1 minute in the way, so I wasn't like super thrilled to take this. But, I mean, everything's lining up. I kind of want an inverse, but we'll see if we actually get anything. It might just run to the 6 a.m. without us. Uh, I mean, oh my god. Okay. Okay. So, all right, hold on. Um, my my mentor was saying, so if you look at this, we left the 6 a.m. high. We came down, we tapped into the 15-minute gap that we just made. Um, Now I knew that, but then I was looking. So this was set up right here, right? Something like this. And it looked good. I guess I was just So what I saw is, did I do 15 on this? That'd be crazy. Yeah, anyway, I saw this unfilled 30-second here. So I wasn't in there. There was also this unfilled 1 minute. Now he was saying since we delivered from the 15-minute, those don't really matter because the 15-minute delivery will be stronger than the 1 minute delivery. We also had double stack gaps here. So maybe something like that. The other thing I'm thinking is once we hit these gaps, if I could, I mean, I could have re-entered like in this candle and in this candle. Hypothetically. But yeah, I mean, yeah, because that 15 delivery is good. I mean, there's no reason to go lower. It's a strong low. It's in a gap. Those gaps should be respected. They're right above the other 15-minute. Like, it shouldn't actually go to the swing low, which was the only way we would get stopped. But, yeah, I mean, it just wasn't in the rules I had. But I'm trying to think of a situation because he said if we didn't hit the 15, like that wouldn't have been a good trade, which makes sense. But we did get the high time frame delivery, and then the setup presented itself. Which I mean, that's what we're looking for, right? But yeah, I don't know. Just I guess I'm just trying to think of how to put this into the system in a way that is consistent and I can like rely upon, that isn't just like, oh, it just kind of feels correct on this day. I mean, I suppose I can say at the very least. I mean, it's like it's weird because like it can get so specific, but like at the very least, I can say if we have a 15-minute gap that we created in session that we've tapped into with no other prominent draws like in that direction, really for a while. And then we get a delivery out of that, and then see a continuation setup. If there are 30-second or 1 minute gaps unmitigated in the way, it's fine to take the trade. And we get even more specific and say toward 6 a.m. specifically, but like we're starting to get, yeah, we're starting to get really out there. So yeah, I mean, I think besides the 6 a.m. thing, I mean, if we have a delivery from like the create a strong low, so like a low that's within a gap, swept out the previous 15-minute, looking for delivery off of that is like generally good. So, I mean, I guess I'll just keep that in mind. Um, I don't know, man. We didn't lose money, so that's good. But this trade was a little more nuanced than I would have hoped. So, yeah. But that's it for today. I assume we'll just probably trend up for the rest of the day. And I guess we can check what the news is tomorrow. Unemployment claims. So, we'll see. All right, that's it. We had inverse. Bang. Oh my god, that's nice. Cool. Yeah, I don't love sometimes doing these plays when it inverses the first gap, but sometimes, yeah, I mean, if this gap is still valid and it inverses, I mean, these inverses just like tend to kind of print. So actually, the other thing that I like about this is we had this failed breakdown. I kind of forgot about that, but yeah, I mean, it tried to break down and immediately this candle just came back up. I like stuff like that. Well, this is gonna suck now, even if we did get it. If this had tapped in, I mean, this would have been. Would have been all right. The issue is we inverse this, so the risk is just completely fucked now. Oh, the other thing my mentor is saying with this 30-second and the inverse, because like I said, I don't love inversing this first gap to get to the second. But he's mentioning we didn't actually invert. Sorry, we didn't sweep anything. If anything, we're delivering from down here. If we had say taken out the 930, then maybe things would have been different. Maybe this inverse would have meant more. But seeing as how we haven't actually taken out anything on the upside, the inverse is sort of more meaningless. Um, no setup here. We took out London right here. This is a setup, but we just took out London again, so not gonna. Actually, this isn't a setup. It didn't close, but even if it had, it just took out London. So this was manipulation. Holy SMT, bro. I missed this. I wasn't looking. Damn, I wasn't fucking looking, bro. I was on my other screen. I'm gonna close out for $100 loss. Since we inverse immediately. Bro. What kind of bullshit is this, man? What kind of fucking horseshit is this, bro? I mean, I guess if we think about it, there was liquidity here. This spiked it out, and then there was no liquidity. Like, this is protected. Because, like, now there's liquidity here, but I mean, it looks like it would have been a break-even trade either way. I mean, this just looks absolutely fucking vile, though, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, getting out with, what did I lose on this? I lost 118. Like, I'm fine with that. Because this price action is not looking good right now. Man, yeah, we're chopping here. I mean, this would be, which is better than a loss, I guess. It's not a win. But for the inversion data, I mean, yeah, I lost that trade, so. I'm not taking the trade. Not doing it. Not in this market. Bro, and he was talking, my mentor was talking about taking this shit. Like, no, this shit sucks. Were there longs? Here, I guess, or like here? I think this is gonna lose. I mean, I think I probably would have closed as soon as we inverse this. Honestly, as soon as we close above this, as soon as we close above this, but um, and 04. Yeah, I mean. All right, well, technically there's a 6 a.m., but um, we'll go over what I took. We're coming down here. We got the midnight open. We got a 4-hour gap down here. We had London right over here somewhere. So come out, we take out London to be expected, come back up, get this inverse down. after tapping into the higher gap. And then this would have been the trade. But inverse here, and then I don't even remember where I got out. Let me check. Oh. Yeah, so I mean, didn't get out quite at the inverse, but it was pretty close. And then, yeah, I mean, it did end up winning. This, I think I would have gone BE here at the midnight. So, I mean, either way, I mean, it would have been better to hold. So, and at this point, my data is saying the only reason I should ever close with an inverse is if I am only losing like 0.2 R. So, yeah. Keep that in mind going forward. Clearly it was the right idea. Market was just like chopping around a bit. So, got out with small loss there. Still up on the week so far. And then I was looking at the 15-minute opening range break and got wicked on the stop. So yeah. We're not really delivering from anything. We did inverse 5-minute. So maybe there's a play to 6 a.m., but that's it for the day. Honestly, if we get back above here, I think we're just going to inverse the scalp. Okay, we have an SMT. That's what happened. I was going to say. I mean, there's liquidity stacked at these highs now. Man. Really, we tapped into a 15-minute gap, came up, accumulated, manipulated, SMT, I mean, we should go up from here. Changing the state. No 5-minute change. But two-minute change. 1-minute change, I mean. Yo, check this shit. Peak. Damn. I was waiting to see if the 1-minute was. I don't know. It's not a trade that I like love, but feeling some FOMO here, but this trade would have been to like an unfilled 5-minute, and I just don't know if I really care. It's kind of annoying though. Probably should have done it. My mentor was saying it was good, so. And even looking at this, these 5-minute gaps aren't really. Yes, hit the fucking 6 a.m., bro. Yeah, man. I should have just taken. I should have taken this 1-minute, I think. Actually, it was the. Actually, so maybe not. Because there was this gap in the way. Although that was. Yeah, again, that was. Yeah, I mean. I just like. We're taking a 30-second to a 5-minute unfilled. I don't know, man. We're in a 15-minute gap now. Okay, that should be the manipulation. We had a little bit of consolidation here. We'd inverse that. We still have the 1 minute. I don't think I'm gonna trade today. I'm not liking what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I just I want up here. This is the only draw left. And it just doesn't feel like price is ready to do that. Um, I mean, honestly, like, I think I like this the most, but there was this unmitigated gap right here. Um, and there were 30-second. There's a 30-second right here to like an unfilled 5 minute. Yeah, that's not. I think I would have. I think I should have taken that one. Just because my mentor seemed to have confidence in it, but in terms of like what I understand from my rules, it's not really in the cards. So and like this triggered, like I don't hate this. It's delivering from double gaps. I like that kind of thing. But I mean, we've basically inversed at this point. So yeah, I mean, we're just not really ready to do anything yet, it feels like. I was hoping today would be pretty obvious up to all-time highs, but it just doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. And I'd rather end the week green and just see what next week has than try to make something work. Especially since, again, like I think the 30-second play towards the 5 minute, you know, even if it wasn't in my rules, um, my mentor, who I mean knows this shit better, obviously, he seemed to have some confidence in it. So that was probably the trade of the day. Um, I was looking for this 1 minute instead, which was in basically the same spot. But the 1 minute didn't. If it set the high, but if we had gotten this 1 minute, I mean, probably would have taken that. But if it closed above, I mean, maybe I would have. Although even this, like, we're really far from anything. So yeah, in terms of what I'm looking for, I just don't really love. I just don't really love it. Like this triggered as well. Stop would have been something like this. And I mean, this was closer to here, but what time was this? 10:15. So yeah, we had this 15-minute gap just open up, delivering from these 5-minute gaps. You know, it's not terrible. Um, but yeah, just the way price is right now, I'm not really in love with anything. So yeah. So end of the week with basically 1R up. So up 1% on the week. I guess I'll check to see next week. We've got no news Monday, which kind of sucks. Retail sales. So other red folder at 10 on Tuesday. Unemployment claim, flash services on Thursday. Yeah, so I mean, apparently the setup works better in the first 2 weeks, which for my sake I hope is not the case, but if it is, then it is. But no loss today, I'm perfectly fine with. Even if I do wish I took that 30-second in hindsight. Yeah, that'll be all. We'll check back next week.